Hello everyone. Hello, this is Judith with the Twin Flame Weekend reading. We want to look into the messages for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. This is about all the things you need to know in relation to your Twin Flame journey, what Spirit wants to communicate to you. So this is Divine Feminine, and we start with this. We put this aside for just a second. And we begin with the Divine Feminine energies that wanted to come through for this weekend. Okay, so I pulled two cards from the Law of Attraction deck and then clarified with this beautiful, I think it's the Soul's Journey messages or something like that. And for the Divine Feminine, we have the universal law of attraction defined, and we have this hand which is always reminds me of the hand of Fatma. And yeah, and obviously this around there is the universe, right? The stars, the galaxies, the suns and moons and planets, right? And we have here someone being on planet Earth, obviously, and it says, my thought manifestations enjoy a buffer of time, like as if the thoughts, the desires, the wishes have to go around the universe all the way up and back, and this takes time, right? So yeah, and as clarifiers, we have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, and I also asked for further clarification, and I got that for the Divine Feminine. This is all about issues with mission. So it's about what you want to accomplish and to manifest in your life, the things that have to do with mission. Maybe you don't know at that time what your mission exactly is, right? But still, even without knowing, you are working towards mission. That's just what we do as Twin Flames. Mission is really an important part on the journey. So you might know what that is, right? And you might gather all the components that you need. And those little dots here, to me, they indicate adversaries, right? I don't know if you say it like that. It's just adverse events, right? Adverse events, because it seems like stones falling from the sky and this woman like running away from those stones. It's fairly dark, right? And it's not a very friendly environment. So this person is walking through a dark place and wondering, when are those things coming to fruition that I desire? When are those things going to manifest, right? So those might be some things that that you have to accomplish along the way, right? A learning curve for you to be open and receptive to all the good, right? The good that you also desire, but that you are obviously rejecting on some level. And yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. So, and the hand, this open hand here is, of course, talking about receiving, right? And so you need to be more open in order to receive, to be ready to receive what the divine wants to give to you. And this also means that to let go of what this should look like, right? Because we don't know. We don't know about timing. We don't know about circumstances. So just be open and curious to to see what the universe wants to give to you. Because here the universe chose to give that little red star, right? Of all the possibilities, this is what is delivered. And the universe knows that this is everything that this person desires, and even more, right? Comes good on top of it, that we did not even realize we desire, but in fact we are desiring this. And this takes a little bit of time. Maybe you have already experienced this in other circumstances where things were just lining up. Maybe skills that you have from your past, things that you learned, things that you have. Maybe you have purchased some things, and then it all lines up and gives you a certain qualification in order to move into your mission, or things come easy to you, right? That's the way it is with mission and with union. You always go where it feels good. It doesn't mean that you work on your things. And it doesn't have to feel good all the time. But I'm just saying that overall, it's a good sign when it feels good and when it's easy. Then this means you're on track with what you want to accomplish, right? So this is especially talking about time. You should not worry too much about time, because it's also good that things don't manifest instantly. When I met my twin, like the first year of this journey, I noticed that we were manifesting almost instantly, like having a thought and then this manifesting instantly, almost instantly, without a buffer of time. And that was really was so hard, because what we were manifesting was not really in our highest good. Those were like huge blocks to our union then that manifested, because we were not purified, and not, or at least I was not purified and conscious, right? I don't want to speak for him now. And so I manifested quite a lot of crap that gave us a hard time, and gave me a hard time then later. And this was for a reason, right? It was for the reason to show me that I have to do my inner work and to move through certain belief systems and old wounds, right? Everything like that. But it's just to say it's really joyous to manifest when you're aware and when instant manifestation is possible. This can be very joyous, but when you're in a place where you are not purified, then it can feel quite crappy and difficult. So it's good that you have time with your manifestations and you move smoothly and slowly but surely in the direction of your desires. And here it says, well, this card is talking about failure. So this is it's a little bit what I said, right? That I've like manifested things that I actually didn't want to manifest. But this gave me the possibility to learn about all this, and to learn about the fact that I create my experience, and even in this heightened state, in this high vibration when we are together with a twin, even more so, right? So when we are together, we have to be able to handle those things in order not to create more blocks, right, and more turmoil in our reality. And we are, when it comes to mission and union, we have a lot of discipline. Yeah, what is that? I'd like to talk a little bit about this before we go to the divine masculine, because the discipline, that's not the discipline that we are usually talking about. It's divine discipline, and this means that being disciplined and doing your, for example, the inner work, or connecting with the divine every day. This is something that is very, very joyous, and you would do it deliberately, right? You would not have to force yourself, but it's just something, a discipline that you develop over time, and you're dedicated to that path, you're dedicated to the things that you are learning, and then magically the divine is making room for that, right? For example, when you say, well, I don't have time to meditate every day, or I don't have time to learn certain things in order to move into my mission. I would love to do that, but I have a 9-to-5 job or something. I have maybe family and kids, and I just cannot do that. Well, the discipline of committing to that every day, and even if it's only like 5 to 10 minutes, will make that the universe helps you to get that space, right? But first you have to kind of show and prove yourself to the universe that you are really want to go in this direction, that your desire is strong enough, and then you receive all the help that you need. That's really magical, right? But it's a kind of back and forth with the universe. And then also if you stick to those things, if you're really committed, and with the time and the your commitment, the answers from the universe will come, right? And you will no longer be in this waiting room, right? There is basically, to me, there is nothing, not much of anything, right? It's so empty. Yeah, so it's kind of, you're in this emptiness, and you're waiting for this empty space to be filled with all your desires, right? So this is about manifestation. If you're interested in learning about this, I really recommend that. And of course, I talk a lot about it on this channel as well. Okay, there's so much we have to talk about, right? But let's move on to the divine masculine for now. So yeah, and I've equally pulled 2 cards from the Law of Attraction card, and we have I feel positive while thinking positive. And second card is I divide each day into segments of intention. Of course, those cards, I use those cards a little bit differently, because they are talking about manifesting, right? But to me, they are talking about the twin flame journey, and I'm just interpreting them a little bit different, right? And as clarifiers, we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And humor. I chose to focus on the lighter side of life. On the lighter side of life, sorry. Yeah, the lighter side of life is love, right? Yeah. So, divine masculine, that's actually, it's beautiful, but it's also like, let me see a minute. Yeah, so the divine masculine is connected to some grief, and he is kind of holding on to that grief, or the grief is holding on to him, and he maybe doesn't know exactly how to move out of this how to cut the cords, right? But he knows he doesn't want to be there. He has chosen to be here, right? And to take everything with humor, and to have a little bit of distance, and to choose positive feelings. this always reminds me of the sun, right, with the rays. And the divine masculine is the sun to me. That's just the it is also a metaphor for the male energy. I didn't know that, but it was just instantly clear to me when I met my twin flame that he had this sun energy about him, right? So yeah, this reminds me of the sun, and it's wonderful that he is choosing that, right? This goes together with this card, this laughing Buddha here, the life, the joy. He's very much like focusing on that, but but still there are a lot of things during his day, right? He's jumping from one thing to the other, and so he cannot always be there. Sometimes he finds himself there and maybe also struggling with other people. And you know, it's not always well received when we are happy. It triggers a lot of jealousy in other people, and then they give us a hard time in return. And I feel a little bit that this is what is going on for the divine masculine, because yeah, he's connected to those energies, heavy energies, right? Grief is a very heavy energy, and that's not where he wants to be. So he's trying to find out how to escape a little bit, right? How to escape and how to be happy. And he is realizing that there is a gap, right, between what he desires and what he actually feels in his subconscious. And maybe for some divine masculines it's not so clear, they might not be aware of that, but they might then wonder why things are not like moving in their lives, right? Why things are not going so great. So yeah, the divine masculine energy is beautiful, is on track, is in a is like connected to decisions that are very positive, but at the same time might be some leftovers, might be connected to people that are stuck lower down, that are like having a lot of heavy emotions like anger, jealousy, hate, right? So this is affecting him. It's not his hate, it's not his anger or his jealousy, but I feel that there are other players that are like holding him back from ascending, right? From ascending to this vibration where he would actually find his divine feminine, right? Because when the twin flame connection is also happening at a certain level of vibration, right? It's like a vibration where we connect, just to tune into this vibration to connect, and then be there consistently or more consistently, and then we manage to connect with our divine counterpart. And now when there are blocks, and this for example is a block, those other people that are like kind of holding him back, right? Because of the energy, because they are connected to very dark places. They haven't released issues. And that's of course not always our job, but it's just choice, right? Do we want to be stuck here? And yeah, this might be also the thing that the divine masculine is struggling with. Should he like stay connected to those darker places or not? And leaving them might give him a headache, right? This might come with some grief, right? Maybe he's afraid of losing things when he is deciding to be in this joyful place, right? And yeah, and that's fear of losing things, right? We never lose, in fact, because what belongs to us, cannot lose that. And moving to a higher vibration always means like winning, and also like those other people that we might hold on to, or that the divine masculine might hold on to. This does not help those people. It will help them to be in a better place, like for them to be freed up from all this darkness. So yeah, this is I could help you, for example, also with those things, with just freeing you up from being stuck in those places and connected to those lower energies. This is something that is actually not so difficult and does work miracles, really, if you do this on a daily basis for some time. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing another free webinar in the next 4 to 8 weeks. I'm not sure about this yet. I keep you updated because I would love to teach you some things for those of you who are interested, that you have some tools that you can go about your journey a little bit more effective, maybe. Yeah, and as always, of course, if you want to work with me to release blocks, if you have any issues or questions related to your twin flame union, you are very welcome. And you find my email address in the description box. Send me a message and you receive my offers. Okay, so that's all for this weekend. I hope you're doing really great. I wish you a beautiful weekend. Take care, everyone. And yeah, I see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.